Welcome to another episode of Awkward Moments with the Manual. This episode is special because it involves a celebrity. Today I went to the Cloisters with my coworkers and we went to a really fancy Starbucks called the Starbucks Reserved. I've never heard of this Starbucks, which shows how fancy I am. So we went to the Starbucks, had our staff meeting, we sat down outside on a little sitting eating area under the shade and the tables and stuff like that. And so we had our staff meeting, everything went smooth, and afterwards my boss gets up, goes into Starbucks to get something, and the rest of us are sitting there chatting, and I look to my right, and I see this tall black man in shades walk towards us. And I look at him, and I'm like, this guy really looks like, is that Chris Rock? And I look at my coworker, and she goes, yeah, that's Chris Rock. And Chris Rock walks straight into the Starbucks, like real smooth, and closes the door. And I'm like, yo. And then these two Asian girls sitting next to us pop up and vanish into the store right after him. And I'm like, this is amazing. Chris Rock is actually here, like in the flesh. Like I just watched this new movie the week of, like 4 times this past week. Like it was this. He's really here. And my coworker's like, oh, are you gonna take a picture with him? And I'm like, no, he's probably getting swamped by everybody in there, by like paparazzi. I don't want to be that guy. You know, nobody wants to be that guy. You don't want to be that guy. So I'm just gonna take the L. Just let it slide, right? And so a few minutes later, my boss walks out, and we're like, did you see Chris Rock? He was in there. And she's like, he was in there. Like, what? Are you gonna take a picture? And I'm like, I don't want to be that guy. Like, just let it go. So a few minutes after that, I ended up suddenly needed to take a dump, and I'm like, I really need to take a dump. Is there a bathroom in the Starbucks? My boss is like, yeah. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go to the bathroom. And they're like, are you going to take a picture? And I said, I don't know. We'll see what happens. So I go into Starbucks and my boss comes with me to make sure I don't punk out of taking this picture of Chris Rock. So I walk into Starbucks and I see the bathroom on the left, Chris Rock on the right at the cashier, and the two Asian girls are in the middle scrolling through the pictures that they apparently just took of Chris Rock. And so I look, bathroom, Chris Rock, bathroom, Chris Rock. Chris Rock turns around and starts walking towards me and my boss at the exit. Bathroom, Chris Rock, bathroom, Chris Rock, bathroom, Chris Rock. And I ultimately decide, hey, let me open the door for you. And Chris Rock walks through the door out of Starbucks. And my boss looks at me and says, you didn't do anything. What, you just let him go? Like, you punked out? And I'm like, I didn't know what to do. Like, I don't know. It all happened so fast. Like, I didn't know. Like, they don't prepare us for these things. Like, in school, like, they don't teach you how to do this. Like, I've never met a celebrity in person before, except for that one time that my dad introduced me to Wyclef, and I thought he was just a random Haitian man. But, like, that's another video for another time. But I wasn't ready. Like, I didn't know. I'm out here motivating people to go after their dreams and face their fears, be bold, be brave, and I let Chris Rock slip through my fingers like I'm a failure at life. And I'm sitting here like I'm just going to take this L, okay? And I look out the window and I see Chris Rock is standing at the table that we were just at a few minutes ago. And he's just standing there, just sipping his drink. He's still there. So I'm like, this is a sign. Like, I have to do this. So I walk out and I'm walking towards him. And as I'm walking towards him, it occurs to me that I have no idea what I'm about to say to this man. Like, everybody wants to meet a celebrity, but have you ever stopped to think about how awkward it is to introduce yourself to a celebrity? It's like seeing an extinct animal in person. Like, hello, Mr. Saber-toothed Tiger. I've learned all about you in school. Like, that was a terrible analogy. I walk up to him and the first thing that I say is, you're Chris Rock, right? Part of me secretly was hoping that he'd say something like, actually, I get that a lot, but my name is Damian White. Because then I would feel like, well, I don't feel so stupid anymore. Hey, that happens. But he looks at me and he gets this face of like almost disappointment. And he says, yeah, it's me. And I go, is it okay if I take a picture with you? Like, is that okay? Or is that no? And he's like, yeah, sure. We stand there in front of the Starbucks and I take out my phone to take a picture. And I'm so nervous that instead of taking a picture, I take a video. So what I have on my phone is this.
Hi, sorry. Do you mind if I take?
Now, luckily, I also have this screenshot of this video. And even more luckily, my boss had the presence of mind to take pictures of me while I was taking this video with Chris Rock. And so I also have these. Now, after this, Chris Rock left. Someone else asked for a picture. But I told a friend about it, and it turns out that Chris Rock goes to that Starbucks all the time. It also turns out that Chris Rock doesn't like taking pictures of people. So I might end up being roasted in his next stand-up bit. But hey, I got a nice story out of it, a nice selfie, and it's cool. But shout outs to Chris Rock. Thank you for being nice and kind and letting me take a picture with you. But also, if you haven't seen his new movie, The Week Of, on Netflix, check it out. It's super hilarious. I already watched it like 4 times already with my friends. It's super funny. And that, my friends, has been another episode of Awkward Moments with Emmanuel.